Let's get right into this review for Project Hail Mary. Alright, so this film is directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller and stars Ryan Gosling as Grace. This film is based on a 2021 science fiction novel written by Andy Weir, and there's been a lot of hype surrounding the previews and early praises given to the cinematic experience. I know these types of films are where Ryan Gosling excels at with his performances, so there's that element going on for me. Also, I genuinely don't think I've been this hyped for a space-related science fiction film in recent years, so this is one I knew I wanted to check out as early as possible at the theaters. And now that I've seen the film, what did I think about the cinematic package here? I thought this was a fantastic time. To start off, there's a lot going on in this film within the 2-hour and 36-minute runtime, and it's safe to say a lot of them are positive aspects. The overall drama, the space ambiance, the scientific elements, albeit a bit unrealistic, all help to immerse me into the story at hand and help to effectively showcase many of the pivotal points the narrative was trying to get across. The themes here are very much so potent and exude so much positive energy about humanity's spirit to persevere, the magic of finding camaraderie in the unexpected, and the ability to rise up to greatness beyond what you personally deemed possible. I had a smile on my face and felt really good seeing certain story arcs come full circle by the conclusion. I also really dug the entire character journey of the main protagonist, and I thought Ryan Gosling was the perfect casting choice for the role. Another positive aspect I found was the building and progressing relationship between Grace and Rocky. That aspect worked for me completely, and I was rooting for them to accomplish their goals together. Also, the general originality imbued into this story with all of the creative moments sprinkled into the acts reminded me constantly at various points during my screening just how great this film was as an original cinematic package. The film is quirky, funny, serious, emotional, realistic, and unrealistic in just the right moments to keep this rollercoaster of a journey in space satisfying to witness all throughout the acts. And really, I don't have any big negatives to say here. Now, I do believe there are certain slice of life segments that could have been shaped out to make the runtime even better, but I honestly was immersed enough until the very end. There are also the occasional plot points or pivotal story beats that remain surface level or C tier in execution, especially revolving around how Project Hail Mary gets jump started during Grace's time on Earth. Lastly, I did find certain side characters underutilized or underdeveloped and saw more potential in their usage. But again, none of these cons ever took away from the experience more than what I ended up gaining from this story presentation. I think if you're able to go with the flow and forgive some of the bare-bone aspects to the drama, this is a film that'll cover a lot of ground in all the right ways. My final score for Project Hail Mary is 9 out of 10. This was a great cinematic package. Not all of the core aspects are perfect, but the general story execution from beginning to end remains to be one of the best and most cohesive science fiction films in space. The great themes and messaging imbued in this story makes this journey all the more worthwhile sitting through this entire experience. Anyone remotely interested should definitely give this a go at the theaters. Anyway, since we're checking this review out, I'll have another one coming out this week, so stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I shall see you on my next upload. Until then, stay safe out there and peace.